Catch Rate coming at you with another
Poké-Draft Fallout Edition.
Fallout Edition. The goal here is to build the best Pokemon team to survive the Fallout Wasteland.
Yeah, we're fresh out of the vault. We're looking to survive and not turn into a ghoul.
Winner is playing for a Mega Venusaur Premium Collection because while the Earth may be dead, there is a hope for regrowth. Snake draft format like we always do. We've already done a coin flip and my main man Nate has won. Let's get it going. And stay tuned. The winner of this Poké-Draft will be chosen by a very special guest.
Cold as a codfish, hot as a coal, hot dog buddy, well bless my soul, I'm a rockin'.
All right, Nate, tell me your first draft in the Fallout Poké-Draft.
My first draft is Galarian Wheezing.
And right off the bat, we have one that both of us were choosing.
Oh no,
Yeah,
really?
that's off the board for me.
So you know exactly why I'm choosing this, right?
But tell the people.
Okay, I'm choosing Galarian Wheezing because it's known for purifying air, whereas the usual Cantonian variants of coughing and wheezing
Just
you know,
makes bad air.
they just make bad air. They're just quite toxic.
Yeah, right.
Galarian Wheezing with its little top hat, it purifies air. So like I think this is a reference to like all of the industry that was going on in the 1800s, 1900s in England.
Was that known as a time of healing the environment? I don't really think so.
It was literally called the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
As we know, the world of Fallout can turn against you. It could be considered your greatest enemy in the games. I don't want to turn into a ghoul. So, like,
call.
you know, I want to purify the air. I want to constantly be flanked by Galarian Wheezing. And I'm hoping that Galarian Wheezing can actually stave off radiation as well. I'd consider that pollution, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
See, that was going to be why I chose this, because it seemed to be the one Pokemon that essentially keep you radiation free.
Yeah. That's my hope anyway. Maybe I'll still
Good
turn into
pull.
a ghoul. But yeah.
Good pull, man.
And apologies.
I think it's kind of exciting that right off the bat, one that we both wanted was chosen.
Yeah.
Well done.
So, what's your first draft?
I'm going to have to go with my second, but I'm going to be taking a well-weathered Blissey with me into the Wastelands, because I think of a Blissey as like a walking stim pack, if there is one to be had, because you can
Of
like
course,
eat the
yeah.
eggs.
Yeah.
Blissey, you know, she's also probably good for motivational speeches and such, kind of keeping the spirits high.
Just a nice vibe, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, just... that's what I imagine. Even when I'm really down on my luck, she'll kind of come up and do like a little happy dance to remind me.
Yeah, spin a little circle, do a twirl. Yeah,
Give me one of her soft-boiled eggs.
yeah. Kind of interest you in a nice egg in these trying times.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time. Yeah, he's got an egg, you might.
Tell me, Hank, what's your draft number 2?
Let me just say, everybody needs a lovely four-legged companion to wander the waste with, which is why I'm bringing a Houndoom with me out there.
The Houndoom dog meat.
It is my dog meat. This is
Yep.
this is a hot, spicy dog meat that
I
I'm
like
bringing
it.
with me.
I like it.
Houndoom is like literally a demon meets a dog, and I think that that's kind of perfect for the Wasteland, a place where you're going to encounter death claws. I need to be able to like ignite some stuff, you know? So I'm bringing a fire-type dog with me. Also probably good for cooking rat meat, which I plan on eating lots of. So that's my second pick. What do you think it so far for your number 2?
Yeah, speaking of rat meat, I don't want to be eating any of that. So I chose Tropius.
What a pick, dude.
Yeah. So Tropius, like, I just want a steady supply of bananas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Tropius, like, has a never-ending supply of bananas, you know, growing around its neck. Glad to share with its trainer.
That's a great pick. I have to ask, though, would that mean in the world of Pokemon Fallout, it's a two-headed Tropius, like a two-headed Brahmin?
I'd like to see that. More bananas for me.
I guess like just double down on your food intake.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm still like in pure sort of like, how do I survive this thing? Yeah, we'll get more violent, I think, towards the end of my draft.
I was wondering, because you're looking a little way too well off, and I think in the Wasteland, people are not going to like somebody who's just kicking it.
A target,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah. No, there's gonna be
coverage.
bodyguards. There's
Nice.
gonna be something very off-putting, I think, to most.
Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell.
Pick number 3. Totodile.
Not a for alligator.
Not for alligator.
Tell me more.
Yeah, Totodile is going to be, one, a source of fresh water. So, you know, fill up my cup, water gun. Like, go ahead, man. Just keeping me safe as well.
Very, very interesting choice. Can I ask you why a Totodile and not a for alligator, or even a crocodile?
I think, like as you said with like Blissey as well, having all these terrifying looking Pokemon around me, like it's all well and good, and like I'm gonna look pretty gnarly, but also just nice to have like a little dog-sized
Sure.
Pokemon, right?
We
Something to up your morale, like to keep the spirits high. It's cute.
We must remember that charisma and dialogue choices are a big part of any Fallout experience, and perhaps to have more cute-looking Pokemon by your side increases your chances of bartering a good trade or convincing someone that you're not such a bad guy.
Of course, and also like just ultimately, like at the heart of Pokemon, it shouldn't be about like crafting like this team of
monsters,
monsters, demigods, and just like absolute terrors.
Just being OP in the Wasteland.
Yeah, I think if you like Totodile, go for Totodile. Ash never evolved quite a lot of his starters. Like he just kept them as they were. And do you know what? Like by Arceus, like he trains them well. Pikachu never evolved.
Wasn't there even a whole episode about how you just refused to become a Raichu?
Yeah.
Also, I just want to make it clear that you're surviving the Wasteland off of crocodile spit.
Yeah.
I guess
it's better than rat meat. It's better than polluted like bodies of water as well.
Yeah, gotta do.
Scooping something out of a barrel like an oil drum or something. Tell me, Hank, what is pick number 3 for you?
You've gone into a lot of detail about food and water. Great, that's wonderful. But let's talk preservation. I think I'm going to be stacking some roach bodies in the Wasteland, and I'll have a lot of meat to my name. And I want to save that meat for later, because I'll be able to roast it up onto Houndoom, and I got nice roasted meat. But I might have some meat that starts to go bad. So in that case, I'm going for Garganackle to preserve
Salt cure
my meat. Garganackle will be able to preserve all my meats. He's essentially like a giant walking refrigerator. Even if I can't put stuff in him, I can rest it on top of his like Mayan pyramid body.
He's an absolute unit.
Yeah, he is a unit. He's a big boy.
Yeah, no, I like that. There's very few holes that I can pick in that.
The more I explain it, the more I like it. He's like a refrigerator that if a raider comes too close, will defend itself.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Garganackle.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Okay, Hank, tell me what is pick number 4.
I'd like to start by apologizing for making fun of you for drinking crocodile spit, because I don't have a much better situation here. But I do have a lovely companion. Speaking of companions, my favorite companion in any Fallout game is Mr. Boone, who you meet in Novak up in the dinosaur tower. He's a sniper of sorts, and I needed one myself. So I have an Inteleon on my side.
Very good.
As we know, Inteleon, even through his art, is meant to look like a sniper in the Pokemon world, especially in his, is that his Mega form or his VMAX form? I think it's his VMAX.
VMAX, yeah. Gigantamax.
Gigantamax, excuse me.
It's quite striking imagery for a Pokemon design, right?
Yeah, right. To be like, he's got the prone position of a sniper, I feel.
Yeah.
One could make the argument I should choose the one Pokemon that has gun-like mechanics for this
sure.
Wasteland world. But I also see him as my source of water. In whatever way he provides water, I get that. Because he's got a whole geyser of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I just dip my head in a couple of times.
Sure. Or if he fires it into your mouth like a sort of hibachi chef, then like you just don't want the back of your skull to be blown off at the same time.
We learn trick shots togetwe like I can catch it with my back turned to him just over.
Spits out a little globule and then you just like,
we have fun out here. We have fun, you know. But I also want to reiterate, he is deadly as heck. He's my killer.
Yeah.
I can imagine he would be if one Pokemon is allowed VATS out of our team, he would be my VATS user.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Nate, what are you thinking for choice number 4?
Choice number 4. I'm going to give you some preamble first because like
Please.
if I just come straight off the bat with this, you're going to be like, it's a weird world. It's an unforgiving world. It's brutal. You can lose yourself mentally. So what I want is to ensure kind of the opposite of like the One Ring, you know, like I want like not a corrupting presence around me, but a calming presence. Comfy. The Hawaiian lei Pokemon.
Wow.
So I'm just going to be wearing Comfy and like just basking in this sort of like joyous, I think it's just vibes that it gives out. It's just pure vibes.
I never in 100 years would have seen this Pokemon coming.
Right.
It is there for your mental fortitude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've seen the Fallout TV show. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Lucy comes out all okie dokie, and slowly this world is wearing her down.
Yeah.
Like, in spite of her trying to hold on to her morals and values, I think that I could be quite a jolly vault dweller and just keep myself.
Yeah.
Especially with comfy around my neck.
I have to say, you know what works with this so well too is that it fits the Fallout world so well. The chances of you having a random encounter with an NPC out in the world who's wearing leis and like had discovered the bygone art of putting leis on people, and it's like that's their merchandise that they sell to the Wasteland. That's perfect.
Yeah, I am that bizarre NPC.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
I'm the salt preserver, and you're the flower guy.
Yeah.
We're each. Hey, everybody's got to make a living out here.
Yeah, I love this. Never saw the salt cure coming, and
This is awesome.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
yeah, all style.
I have no holes to pick in that one. I think it's my favorite pick you've ever made.
I like that.
And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Yeah, we're moving into your choice 5, but I have a prediction you're about to start getting like kind of grisly.
We need to really. I
Yeah.
think, like, looking at the state of my team at the moment, like, I'm wide open to attacks. Like, I think
So what are we gonna do about that?
what we're gonna do about that, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. And like this is one that I feel like you might have gone for, because I'm starting to get like quite thematic with the world with factions. So yeah, this is defensive, but like it can attack if needs be. Phalanx.
Phalanx.
So Phalanx is inspired by Roman legions. What else is inspired by Roman legions?
In the Fallout world, I have no idea.
Yeah. So
Kaiser.
Kaiser. So like if I come across Kaiser's legion, I could probably like get past without a fight, I think.
Nice.
First of all.
Yeah.
I'll just show them like, oh no, look, I'm like one of you guys, like I'm cut from similar cloth. Might try and pull out a Latin phrase or two.
Ave.
Ave. You're right, we are getting to the sort of like the nitty gritty, like how am I actually going to survive if something big comes at me. I really like Phalanx. They can take formation, so like they're pretty good for like holding off attacks, but also not afraid to rush into the fray and deal some heavy damage.
Is this a mega evolved Phalanx?
Let's say it can mega evolve,
Can?
but like not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I didn't see this choice coming, but I like that it fits the theme, or at least a theme of part of the Fallout world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, possibly the first one of mine that's actually fit the theme directly.
I think they've all worked pretty well. As in the fact that it's like a zany world. You know what my
Yeah.
favorite perk in all Fallout games is Wild Wasteland,
Oh yeah?
where you do literally like it's a perk that helps you find the weirdest things that they've included in the game, like a lay selling vendor coming up to you and saying, "Hey, buddy, aloha, bro."
Alola.
Alola, bro. Good choice, man. Good choice with the
Thank
Phalanx.
you.
You've got your defense starting to go up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're shoring up. Over to your number 5.
My number 5, man. Okay. So, this is a world filled with pre-war technology. And I want to take advantage of some of this bygone technology, specifically, a broken down Protectron out in the wastelands that I come across that I can bring to my side.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
And to do that, I'm going to need myself a Kling Clang.
I like it. Tell me more.
See, it was between this and a Rotom because I want to be able to take advantage of these electronic things. But I think a Kling Clang is a lot more fitting of the Fallout world. It's a lot more physical technology instead of like a digital thing that gets in there.
Yeah.
I can insert a Kling Clang into any of this pre-war technology. And that Kling Clang's just going to figure it out. It's going to do its thing, start making those motors hum again. Next thing you know, I have an army of Securitrons, the ones from New Vegas, all behind me, ready to serve at my behest.
I like it, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it is, like, you're right, like, it's this retro-futurist sort of aesthetic and technology as well.
Right.
So, like, I feel like it would be running on gears and cogs rather than,
Right.
like, yeah, Rotom just takes the whole thing, right? And
Yeah. Plus, Rotom feels like a cheat card anyway.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just make everything become a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But to add a little spice, I want my my Kling Clang to have a little rust on it.
What color is the shiny Kling Clang?
I think it's gold.
Okay.
Should we
So it's
should we
sort of
test ourselves
rusty?
right now?
Yeah.
I'll give you a pack if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Pack bet, it's a golden Kling Clang. And we show it here.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Would you like to hear my number 6?
I'd love to hear your number 6.
All right, let me start out by saying this. I am a villain. Do you understand?
Okay.
I'm a bad man.
Right.
My karma in this world,
Oh, I don't like what's coming.
yeah. Sometimes you're in situations where you need to raise a village.
Sometimes you got to drop a nuke, you know, just
Sometimes, I couldn't have said it better myself. Sometimes you have to drop a nuke. And I got to thinking, what's the most nuke-like Pokemon? This would be a good time to mention. Nate and I were allowed a mythical, a legendary, or an ultra beast. Only one. And so I have taken advantage of that rule to choose a Guzzlord.
ooh.
Because a Guzzlord is a bad man,
Yeah,
especially under the tutelage of a fellow villain.
it's insatiable. So, like, realistically, I think the potential is unlimited, right?
The potential is unlimited, a lot like splitting the atom.
Yes.
So my Guzzlord, not only is he great for making a scene to keep people away from me if I don't want them coming close, but let's say that there's a town or a city that has gotten on my bad side, which is, I mean, that's not a place to be. We're gonna go in there and Guzzlord's gonna do what he's got to do. You know, me and the Blissey will hang out outside. We don't really want to get our hands messy, but the Guzzlord will be taking care of business for us and making our legacy around the Wasteland even more villainous.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
it's a walking atom bomb.
Yeah, you could do some damage with that guy.
Yeah. I've completed my team of Wasteland Warriors, and now it is time to hear your final pick. And I hope you're about to blow me away here.
I feel like I am.
Yeah?
Yeah, number 6. So, you know, like, as you know, it's been quite tame so far up until Phalanx, but here we go. Pick number 6. A recent favorite of mine since Pokemon Legends EA, using my 1 legendary draft, Zygarde Complete Form. Zygarde Complete Form is based on a mech. It's very Gundam-like.
You're getting your own Liberty Prime right now.
Bingo.
Okay. Let me hear why. I mean, I know why, but tell me more.
Yeah, I need an attacker. I need a big bodyguard.
Yeah.
If people see this thing walking around, you know, it's got Liberty Prime, like Brotherhood of Steel vibes. Like, you don't see a lot of mechs out in the Wasteland. So, like, if you do see one, if you do see a big or a mech-looking thing, then you know it's going to mean business, right?
Most definitely. I mean, Liberty Prime tore its way through half of the Washington, D.C. wasteland like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do that with Zygarde
I
as well
like
if I
it.
need to.
I like it.
And I'll be completely calm the whole way because I'm going to have the comfy on my neck. I'm going to be hydrated. I'm going to be full of bananas. And I'm going to be not even lightly irradiated.
Just eating bananas, listening to Hawaiian music.
Like, if we're going to come back to, like, the atom comparison as well, it's a nuke. Like, it's just, you know, it's gonna tear something, someplace, a new one, should I need to use that. So yeah, this is like a deterrent. This is my deterrent. I'm gonna be like happily walking around, you know, like as we say, like with the Leon Hawaiian music sort of blasting out from somewhere. I don't know, Rotom Depths.
No, every Pip Boy has its own radio.
Pip Boy.
Yeah.
I've got a Pip Boy.
That's
on.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
of course.
To select the winner of our Fallout Poké-Draft, we needed someone who's walked the wasteland before, with Pokemon by their side. He's the undisputed king of the crossover, the Pokemon mashup master. Here comes the Thesterninator.
Hi, I'm the Thesterninator, but my friends do call me Stern, and I'm going to be judging today between Hank's team and Nate's team, which is best at surviving this Fallout world, this post-apocalyptic Poké nightmare. So, going in, we first have Hank coming in with Blissey, delivering food with those soft-boiled eggs, as well as just overall positive vibes. We have that going up against our Galarian Wheezing, brought to us by Nate, which has the ability to clean air. And while I do think that both of these things are super important, food and breathing, I have to give it to Nate. I think Galarian Wheezing is just so much more powerful in this setting with that ability to clean air, especially given the idea that radiation is such a heavy concern in this landscape. I'm assuming that Galarian Weezing can do that type of thing, cleaning out the radiation that's all around and turning that into nice clean air. I also think that that would give you a really good opportunity to maybe make a little extra cap on the side in promising people that there would be clean and breathable oxygen within a space. Blissey, I do love me a good hard-boiled egg, but Galarian Weezing, I think, is going to take it on the first level there. This next one is a little bit more difficult, with Hank bringing us Houndoom and Nate coming in with Tropius. I think that in the entire consistency of the team, what Tropius brings to the table is, again, being able to clean that air, but if you already have Galarian Weezing, it's going to kind of be redundant to have something that can do so. It is still a massive creature that's going to put a big level of intimidation on your team, but not quite as much intimidation as that Houndoom. Being able to have that fire ability to really cover your bases, I think, is phenomenal, and he's your own personal dog meat, a portable barbecue, and overall just a really cool Pokemon. It's going to be really difficult to find something I think can beat Houndoom, and I think that given the context of this Fallout style world, having a companion canine is a #1 top priority there. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one to Houndoom. One for Nate, one for Hank. And these levels just get even more difficult as Hank brings to the table Garganacl, an absolute titan of a Pokemon. Being able to preserve food with its salt-like body is a huge plus, a major improvement over your lifestyle in this Fallout world. But having Totodile and the idea of fresh water ever consistently feels so much more powerful in that instance. So we're really kind of looking at the idea of preserving food and being able to maintain food versus fresh, clean water, or as fresh as Totodile can spit from its mouth. Plus, I think the idea of Totodile being so much smaller and being more portable really plays into that idea. But again, we have to gauge and wager all of the different instances of these Pokemon. When we look at the entire team, we so far for Hank have Blissey and Houndoom. Garganacl, you really do need that powerhouse. You need something that can strike heavily on the team as well, build in that intimidation factor that's going to keep the Raiders away. I think Garganacl absolutely does that there. Whereas for Nate, we have Galarian Weezing, Tropius, and Totodile. A lot of really fun, really interesting Pokemon that do seem like they fit well together, really capturing that idea of clean air, of this Titan of the green, as well as Totodile with water. But I think Garganacl is going to take it because while food is scarce, water is findable. Food is a little bit more. I know I've played the game a ton, and having food stored and ready seems to be one of at least my biggest concerns. So Garganacl is absolutely going to take that one just for its salt cure ability and its ability to kind of keep that food fresh. In our fourth tier here, we have Nate's Comfey versus Hank's Inteleon, and I'm really starting to get the picture here of what these guys feel is most important to this world and the survival within it. So Comfey's whole idea is that it puts out those positive vibes, again, giving that sense of bliss, that sense of calm that you desperately need in these times and that you kind of just want to have available to you at any given moment, versus Inteleon. When you're going in for combat, Inteleon is definitely who you want. He's based off of a sniper, he is stealthy, he is quick on the draw, that's kind of his whole thing. So between these two, I have to wonder where I'd stand, as well as what I think is most important within the Wasteland. Defense, for me at least, falls a little bit higher on that totem pole than feeling comfy and calm. I don't know, I suffer from anxiety, so calm and comfiness are something I've always gone without, but having a sniper at your disposal at any given moment, I think, is a huge plus. So Hank is going to take it on that one with Inteleon. On that same note, Hank is coming in with Klinklang on our fifth pick, while Nate is looking at Phalanx. I think there is so much that can be pulled from these two Pokemon. Klinklang has written in the documentation here, can be used to work within any machinery, really allowing you to bring back to life heavy technology that you may need at any given point. That is an invaluable source of material. There's so much tech across the Wasteland that you want to be able to find and utilize that's just broken. And Klinklang being able to come in and kind of revitalize that technology really is a positive in your favor there, Hank. But again, for me at least, when I'm looking at the Wasteland and understanding what things are, it's not so much about finding cool stuff as much as it is about keeping it when so many people around you are trying to take it. I have to look at Phalanx as another defensive Pokemon, one that's going to help defend you against raiders, marauders, any sort of creature that wants to get at you. They may not be huge, they may not be massive, but there are numerous of them, and they are quick to alert you of any incoming danger. I do think that I have to give this one to Phalanx. Again, just for the idea of, am I more interested in finding new technology that works or keeping the technology that I do find? For me at least, I'd rather keep what I find than risk losing it and having to find new ones to kind of bring back to life. I'd much rather secure my base, secure my food, secure my water, secure all my stuff, and Phalanx I think is perfect for that idea. And in our final round here, we have Hank's Guzzlord, really bringing in the heavy hitters on this last pick. And then we have Nate's Mega Zygarde Complete Form. I feel like it's kind of a cheat pull, but I do have to look at these two things as their own independent Pokemon. What they're known for, who they are, and what they represent within the Pokemon world. Guzzlord is a massive titan of strength and energy that really fits within this world. I mean, when we see the world that it comes from within Pokemon Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we understand that it could survive in these empty post-apocalyptic spaces, whether it caused them or not. So Guzzlord really fits and is a powerful Pokemon that's going to tell anyone around to stay away. But then we look at Mega Zygarde. Mega Zygarde in its complete form is a giant mech itself. It is a monster that rampages through these desert areas, plus being a ground type as well, really builds into what we're trying to accomplish within these sandy wastes. I do have to wonder though, between the two, what it takes to keep these Pokemon alive, what it takes to allow them to continue to exist within this world. Guzzlord, I have to imagine, eats like a nightmare, going over food and going through your resources pretty quickly just to keep that thing fed. Whereas the big negative to Mega Zygarde is everyone around you can know where you are. It is way too big to keep hidden in any facet or understanding. So when looking at these last two, I have to look at the team as a whole. Hank's whole team is comprised of Blissey, who is giving us that positive energy, Houndoom, who's giving us that big intimidation factor, Garganacl, who's allowing us to secure our food, Inteleon, who's our defensive resource, and Klinklang, who is our tech-based operative, allowing us to bring old tech online. Guzzlord really does work as kind of our big powerhouse, something that's allowing all of this to kind of take shape and function. I mean, picture your camp with all of these Pokemon. Guzzlord is definitely what's keeping you safe overall, telling everyone else to stay away, as well as surviving fairly well in these post-apocalyptic areas. I imagine it's also really good at finding resources and food. So when we look at Nate's team with Galarian Weezing bringing us clean breathing air, Tropius giving us that Titan type of feel while also bringing in a little bit more of that green, Totodile giving us some fresh clean water, Comfey giving us those positive vibes and that overall calming effect to keep us well ready for whatever may come, and Phalanx as our defensive border, Mega Zygarde feels like more so this tower, this beacon that's showing everyone else that there are resources here. So it becomes difficult. I really like Mega Zygarde, but I also really like Guzzlord. So in the end, I think that I have to give this pick to Mega Zygarde. It's a tough call. I feel like this really makes things close, but Mega Zygarde, while it is a beacon showing everyone where your outpost is, I think that everything else combined that we have here provides us a nice defensive strategy, as well as gives us the resources that we need to maintain life. Plus, anyone who's going to come trying to take your resources anyway has to get through Mega Zygarde. Saving the Titan for last, that big defensive wall of an intimidating Pokemon for last, means that you're not overlapping too many of what your Pokemon are bringing to the table. And yeah, I think that as an entire team, Mega Zygarde for Nate takes it. So here we are at the end, leaving us with a tie. Out of the 6 Pokemon, 3 to Hank, Houndoom, Garganacl, and Inteleon, and then 3 to Nate with Galarian Weezing, Phalanx, and Mega Zygarde in its complete form. It's a hard pick, but I feel like both these teams would work really well within that post-apocalyptic setting, really covering any weaknesses that do exist from one another, while also allowing the strengths of each Pokemon to shine through. So it would really come down to who you are as a trainer. Are you able to keep this team in line? Are you able to keep everyone in order? Or are you going to be just another skeleton rotting in the desert sands? I'm so very curious. If I did have to pick a winner, looking at this lineup, I think that I would have to give it to Hank. I mean, Houndoom, Garganacl, and Inteleon alone are a tremendous trio that's going to allow you to function within these sand wastes. And while Nate does bring a lot to the table with his designs, there's a lot of weaknesses that are still getting covered. Whereas with Hank, there's a lot of strengths that are showing through. Both, I think, would survive, but how well you survive, I think, is dependent a lot on how the Pokemon are utilized. So, with all of that said, it sounds like you know where to find me. Don't forget to subscribe to Catch Rate, and I'll see you guys in the next one.